A collection of stories written by traveller women in Donegal.
First Day at School by Caroline Mongan. Today I got my son ready for school. It was his first day. He was very good going in. He loved it. He played with the other kids. I was the opposite. I was very anxious. I am not used to being without him. However, as I watched him play with the other kids, I was so happy for him. I felt joy that he was mixing with other kids.
Daisy Chains and Marvels, written by Geraldine McDonagh. When I was small, we used to go to Mass every Sunday. After Mass, the girls would make some chains and the boys would play with some marbles. Today, my girls make chains, the boys play football. Today, I will go to the women's group and I will chat about the day when I was small. I will have a cup of tea. After, I will go home, put on their dinner, when they wait for the kids to come back from school. Then I will help them with their homework. We will spend family time together.
The Horse Fair by Alanna McGinley. On our best day, we took our little family to Ballinasloe Horse Fair. Daddy and Granda then went to the field and bought our baby girl a pony. It was a bright sunny day. There was lots of horses in the field. The pony we decided to buy was brown and white. It was very small. My daughter called her pony Fluffy. We took photos of my little girl on the pony with her daddy. Then we took the pony home in a horse box. The next year, we took our little boy to the horse fair. He was only small. He loved looking at all the horses. He was so excited. When they galloped up past him, our little girl and our little boy laughed so much. While Mammy looked at all the stalls and bought some lovely bits, and the sound of horses was loud, the colours on the stalls were all different. We go back to Ballinasloe Horse Fair every year with our little family.
Her frilly white socks by Eimear McGinley. Mammy, Daddy, and baby girl have gone off to walk the streets of Galway. The sun was splitting the rocks. It was a beautiful day. There were people singing on the streets of Galway. As we laughed, giggled, and made up our stories, Mammy had bought baby girl the most stunning dress. As we walked by the shops, baby girl loved the dress Mammy and Daddy had bought her. As we walked back to our camper, baby girl laughed and giggled the whole way there. Baby girl loved her baby pink dress with her frilly white socks.
My first Holy Communion Day by Maureen Friel. My first Communion Day, I felt like a real princess, wearing a shiny white dress. My mum and daddy took me and my sisters to buy a family pet horse. I made 5 punt from my communion and I felt I was so rich. The sun was shining. Daddy stopped halfway through the journey. I bought my sisters and myself ice cream. We sat on the rocks and listened to the sea on the shore road. Afterwards, we continued our journey. We arrived to our destination. We were all so excited. We saw this beautiful pony with a white marking on her face in the field came right up towards us. We were all so happy we called her Lady because we just came out of Mass after making my communion. We thought the name would be ever so special. Lady was so young to take her away from her mother. My daddy went up a few weeks later with the horse box to collect her. Lady came to be a massive part of our lives. Lady is now 30 years old and we still have her. She has become my daddy's best friend.
My Communion Day by Chantelle. On my Communion Day, I met up with my brother. I was all excited to be wearing my white dress. After we made our communion, Daddy and Mommy brought us to KFC for food and people would come in and give us money. When we got home, we had a party and all the family was there. And the children were out playing on the bouncing castle.
Travelling on the Road by Kaitlin O'Reilly. I came from a family of 21 and I was the youngest girl. I had 11 sisters and 10 brothers. We used wattles to make our tents to stay in. We travelled by barrel-top wagons to get about all over Tipperary. We used sally rods to play with and running through the fields using our imagination. We used sticks to light the campfire and cooked on the outside of it. Mum and the older girls would cook while the younger ones and boys would get sticks or water for the pony with Dad. We didn't have much and we used candles for light.
Granny's House by Maria Boyle. When I was a little girl, our mummy and daddy would take us to visit our granny's house. I was always happy and excited to see Granny. She was the kindest and most loving lady. I was also excited to see our aunties and uncles. I would especially be happy to see our cousins because we would all go outside to play together. There was always at least 10 of us cousins. There was a big green, which we called Granny's Green, where we would play lots of different games. They were hopscotch, tig, Kirby, Red Rover, Mammies and Daddies, hide and seek, doctors. We also loved racing on our bikes together. Hours of fun would pass by quickly. Then we would all come back in when we saw the street lights come on in the evening. It would then be time to go home with Mammy and Daddy for supper time.